Hey everyone, it's Maida. This is take 3. So if this doesn't work, then I'm going to take that as a sign from the gods to just leave it. So we'll see how we go. So what I was talking about was sharing an insight that I had when I was having 2 separate conversations actually this morning about what to do when you get triggered with something. So something happens in your life and you have a big emotional reaction because it's kind of bringing up old things and old experiences that you've had that you haven't quite healed yet. So for example, for me, I had a bit of a scary, shitty childhood, and I, for the longest time, have felt really unsafe. So sometimes something will happen and it will tap me into that feeling of being unsafe. So there's actually 2 things that you need to do when that happens to heal the stuff that's going on inside of you. And sometimes we get confused and only do one or the other. So for example, when I feel unsafe, there's two options for how to handle it in that moment. I can either... Most people kind of repress the feeling of unsafe and try and pretend to themselves that they're actually feeling safe. So it's like a squashing and a repressing of the anxiety feeling. They're trying to pretend it's not there. And there's something good about that impulse, not the repressing bit, but the bit about trying to build the feeling of safety. So what's helped me is to really connect into the feeling of safety in my body and to think about the things in my life that do actually make me feel safe. So part number 1, part A, is to like build the feeling of the opposite in yourself. Build the feeling of what you want to create for yourself. Because I guarantee that it already exists inside of your experience to some degree. So you can build it and build it and build it. But if you build it and you don't address the fear and the anxiety, or for me, that feeling of not being safe, it's never going to be a complete solution. It's never going to bring around full healing. So the other thing that needs to happen is you need to really look at the reasons why you feel unsafe, the feeling of what you feel unsafe from, and how that response happens in you. So it's like we do need to like get a little bit down and dirty with the stuff that's coming up, because it's there for a reason and it needs healing. So you can't just dive into the crap and not build the feeling of the goodness and heal in a whole way. And you also can't do the opposite. Like you can't crush the feeling of badness and try and build the feeling of good. It needs to be a 2-pronged approach. Oh, there's a couple of people there. There's no comments. I don't know who you are. Hi, thanks for watching. So comprehensive healing means that you need to take all of that into effect, because you're a whole individual. All of those bits are a part of you, and you want to build cohesion and harmony within yourself, and that involves building the feeling of the positive as well as working with whatever's coming up that feels a bit crap, that needs some attention. So it's a 2-pronged thing. You need to do both of it, or else it kind of stays in your field, it stays in your energy field, and the universe keeps bringing you opportunities for change, opportunities to see what needs healing, so you'll keep attracting situations that prompt those feelings again. So 2 things: build the feeling of the good and explore the bad. Hi Teddy, I've recently noticed about myself, I try to ignore the bad feelings and it feels so much better to let myself explore it and release it. Absolutely, but you need to do both. So I love that you're doing that. It's what most people resist actually, the actually going into it, because it feels shit, and who wants to feel shit? But when you understand that that's the process to really heal it, to really release it, as well as building up the feeling of the good, it changes your whole healing paradigm and you become whole again. Not rejecting parts of yourself. Hi Irina, nice to see you. So if you guys have got any questions, I'm here. I'm happy to chat and answer. Otherwise, I'll leave it there, because people need to get that it's a cohesive unit, and healing has to include all of the aspects and all of the areas. No one's got any questions. I'll let you go about your day. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Bye.